he has a series that he calls Sermons I Wish I Had Preached. And he takes sermons that he has read during the course of the year that someone else has written, and he preaches those to his congregation. He gives those sermons to his congregation. I've never done that, but today I'm going to do a variation on that. We as a college have become part of the One campaign. We've become a One campus. And Grace is coordinating our work with the One campaign right now. And you'll hear more about that as the weeks unfold. A little over a year ago, Bono, the lead singer of U2, spoke at the National Prayer Breakfast in Washington, D.C. And his sermon from that event is, in my mind, one of the most moving and one of the best sermons that I've read, that I've come across with respect to social justice. So this morning, I'm going to preach, read, share this with you as a sermon I wish I had preached. Now, it's longer than we have time for, and I did edit it down significantly. And I really do commend it to you on the internet in its entirety. I passed it around last year by email to some faculty, some who aren't necessarily part of a community of faith, and to a person, they were all very moved by what they read here, and I think motivated as well. This is Bono speaking. I'm certainly not here as a man of the cloth, unless that cloth is leather. It's certainly not because I'm a rock star, which leaves one possible explanation. I'm here because I've got a messianic complex. Yes, it's true, and for anyone who knows me, it's hardly a revelation. I'm the first to admit that there's something unnatural, something unseemly about rock stars mounting the pulpit and preaching at presidents and then disappearing to their villas in the south of France. Talk about a fish out of water. I presume the reason for this gathering is that all of us here, Muslims, Jews, Christians, are all searching our souls for how to better serve our family, our community, our nation, our God. I know I am. Searching, I mean. And that, I suppose, is what led me to be here. Yes, it's odd having a rock star here, but maybe it's odder for you than for me. You see, I've avoided religious people most of my life. Seeing what religious people in the name of God did to my native land, Ireland, and in this country, seeing God's second-hand car salesmen on the cable TV channels offering indulgences for cash. In fact, all over the world, seeing the self-righteousness roll down like a mighty stream from certain corners of the religious establishment, I must confess, I changed the channel. I wanted my MTV, even though I was a believer. Perhaps because I was a believer. I was cynical. Not about God, but about God's politics. Jesus begins his ministry with this. Jesus is a young man. He's meeting with the rabbis. He impressed everyone, and people are talking. The elders say he's a clever guy, this Jesus, but he hasn't done much yet. He hasn't spoken in public before. When he does, his first words come from Isaiah. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he has anointed me to preach good news to the poor. And Jesus proclaims the year of the Lord's favor. Now fast forward that 2,000 years. That same thought, that same grace was made incarnate in a movement of all kinds of people. It wasn't a bless me club. It wasn't a holy huddle. These religious guys were willing to get out in the streets, get their boots dirty, wave the placards, follow their convictions with actions, making it really hard for people like me to keep their distance. It was amazing. And I almost started to like these church people. The church was slow, but the church got busy on the leprosy of our age, AIDS. Love began to move. Mercy was on the move. God was on the move, moving people of all kinds to work with others they'd never met, that never cared to meet. Conservative church groups hanging out with spokesmen for the gay community, all singing off the same hymn sheets on AIDS, soccer moms and quarterbacks, hip-hop stars and country stars. That's what happens when God gets on the move. Crazy stuff happens. Look, whatever thoughts you have about God, who He is, or if He exists,